One cup of English.
Real English for real life.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jason. And today, I think this episode is going to hit differently for a lot of you.
It might, because today we're talking about something that almost every English learner experiences at some point, that feeling of being stuck.
You study, you watch videos, you learn new words, and then you think, why am I not improving? Why does my English feel the same as last year?
If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Because today, you'll understand exactly why that happens. And more importantly, you'll learn simple things you can do every single day to actually move forward.
No complicated methods, no expensive courses, simple things, real things, things that work even if you only know basic English right now.
And here's the big idea for today. You don't need more grammar. You need a different approach. That's what we're going to talk about.
So if you're ready, write the word START in the comments right now. Just that one word. It tells us you're here, and honestly, it's already a good first step.
And hit like and subscribe if you want more episodes like this. Okay, let's go.
So, Sophia, I want to start with something I was thinking about yesterday.
Yeah?
I was thinking, why do some people improve in English really fast? Like they start from almost zero, and after 1 year, they're speaking confidently. And then other people study for 5 years and they're still at the same level. What's the difference?
That's such a good question. And honestly, I think about this a lot.
Because it's not about intelligence. It's not about talent. Some really smart people stay stuck for years. And some people who think they're bad at languages suddenly start speaking well.
So, what is it?
That's what we're figuring out today. And I think the answer is simpler than most people expect.
Go on.
It's not about how much English you know. It's about what you do with the English you already have.
Oh, I love that. Say it again.
It's not about how much English you know. It's about what you do with it.
And that changes everything because most people think, I need more words, I need more grammar, I need to study more. But actually, they already have enough. They just need to start using it.
Exactly. And that's the shift. That's the thing that separates people who improve from people who stay stuck.
Okay, but let's back up for a second, because first, let's talk about why people feel stuck, because I think it's important to understand this before we talk about solutions.
Okay, so why do people feel stuck? Let's be honest. What are the real reasons?
The biggest one, and I see this all the time, is fear of mistakes. People are afraid to say something wrong, so they say nothing.
Which means they never practice, which means they never improve.
Exactly. And then they think, I'm bad at English. But the real problem is just fear, not ability.
And here's something I find really interesting. Where does that fear come from? Usually, school. In school, you make a mistake and you get a red mark. You feel embarrassed, and your brain remembers that for years.
So now, even as an adult, your brain says, don't speak. You might make a mistake. It will be embarrassing.
And that voice is really powerful, even when you know it's not logical.
The second reason people feel stuck, they're waiting to feel ready.
Oh, yes, I'll start speaking when my English is better. But your English will never get better if you don't start speaking.
It's a circle. You're waiting to be ready, but you can only get ready by doing it.
Like waiting to learn how to swim before you go in the water.
Exactly. It doesn't work that way.
And the third reason, this one is subtle. People think they need more words, more vocabulary, more grammar rules. They feel like the problem is they don't know enough yet.
But honestly, most people already know enough English to have a basic conversation. They just don't use it.
If you know the words I, want, help, please, you can communicate. Maybe not perfectly, but you can communicate.
And communication is the point, not perfection.
Write in the comments, have you ever felt stuck in English? Have you ever had that feeling of, why am I not improving? Tell us, we really want to know.
Okay, so here's the big realization. The thing that I wish someone had told me earlier.
Tell them.
Improvement is slow, and that's normal. That's not a problem.
Say more.
When you're improving, you usually can't see it. Day by day, it looks the same, like nothing is changing. But then, a few months later, you look back and think, wow, I'm different. I'm better.
It's like growing a plant. You water it every day and it looks the same, the same, and then suddenly it's twice as big.
Exactly. The growth is happening. You just can't always see it.
And that's why small steps matter so much. Because small steps every day, that's how real improvement works.
Little by little. That's how it works. Not one big day of studying, but a little every day.
Little by little. I want everyone listening to remember that phrase, little by little. Write it down if you can.
And the most important thing, using English is better than learning about English. One real conversation is worth more than 1 hour of studying grammar.
So much more.
Because when you use English, you remember it. When you just read about it, you forget it.
Your brain remembers things that are connected to real situations, real emotions, real communication.
If you're listening right now, think about this. In the last week, how much time did you spend studying English? And how much time did you spend actually using it?
That balance matters a lot. Okay, let's get practical. What are the simple daily habits that actually work?
And I want to say up front, these are small things. They don't take a lot of time. Some of them take 2 minutes.
Because we're not asking you to study 3 hours a day. That's not realistic for most people.
First habit, say one sentence in English every morning. That's it. One sentence.
Like what?
Like, today I feel tired. Or, today is Monday and I have a lot to do. Or, the weather is nice today.
One sentence. About your real life. About what's actually happening.
This does two things. One, it gets your brain thinking in English from the start of the day. Two, it builds a habit, and habits are powerful.
Even if the sentence is simple, even if it's, I am hungry, that counts. That's practice.
Pause right now. Think about your morning today. Say one sentence about it. In English, out loud, or in your head. Go.
Good. That's it. That's the habit.
Second habit, describe something you see. Right now, wherever you are, look around. What do you see? Try to say it in English.
I see a window. Outside there are trees. The sky is gray today.
Simple sentences. Real things. Your actual environment.
This is so good because you're not translating from a book. You're describing real life, and that's exactly what you need to do when you actually speak English.
Third habit, repeat phrases you hear. When you watch something in English, when you listen to a podcast, when you hear a phrase you like, say it out loud. Copy it.
Not just in your head, out loud.
Because your mouth needs practice too. Your brain might know a phrase, but your mouth hasn't said it yet. They need to work together.
Your mouth needs practice. I love that. It's so true.
And fourth habit, and this one is maybe the most powerful, think in English. Start small. When you're making coffee, think in English. I'm making coffee. It smells good. I'm tired today.
You're not talking to anyone. You're just thinking. In English.
And that removes all the pressure. There's no one to judge you. No one to correct you, just you and your thoughts in English.
This is honestly one of the best habits because it fills all those small moments in your day. Waiting for the bus, washing dishes, walking somewhere.
All those moments become English practice.
Write in the comments, which of these habits do you think you'll try first? The morning sentence? Describing your environment? Thinking in English? Tell us.
I want to tell you a short story, and it's a real one.
I love a real story.
I know someone, a friend of mine, and she studied English for years. She knew a lot grammar, vocabulary, everything, but she never spoke. She was too afraid.
Classic.
She went to a new job, international company, and on the first day, her manager spoke to her in English, and she panicked.
What happened?
She said, and this is exactly what she told me. She said, I just started talking. I didn't think. I just talked. And it wasn't perfect, but they understood me.
And?
And after that day, everything changed because she realized my English is enough. I can do this. I was just afraid.
That's such a powerful moment.
And now she uses English every day. She's not perfect. She still makes mistakes, but she communicates, she connects with people, and she keeps getting better.
And it all started with one moment, one conversation, when she stopped waiting and just started.
I just started talking. That sentence stays with me.
Because that's the thing, right? You can prepare forever, you can study forever, but at some point, you just have to start talking.
Even when you're not ready, even when it's scary, you start, and then it gets easier.
Let's talk about mindset for a second. And I'm not going to use complicated terms, just simple ideas.
Good. Keep it simple.
So, what you think about yourself and your English, it matters. A lot, more than most people realize.
Give us an example.
Okay, two people, same level of English. Person A thinks, I'm bad at English. I always make mistakes. I'll never be good.
And person D?
Person B thinks, I'm learning. I'm improving. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better.
Same level, totally different mindset.
Which person do you think will improve faster?
Person B. Every time.
Every time, because person A avoids situations where they have to use English. They say no to conversations. They stay quiet.
And person B says yes. They try, they make mistakes, and they learn from those mistakes.
So the language you use about yourself, in your own head, it shapes what you do.
And here's a small but important change you can make right now. If you catch yourself saying, I'm bad at English, stop. Change it to, I'm learning English.
I'm learning, not I'm bad. Big difference.
I'm learning means it's a process. It's ongoing. You're in it. You're moving.
And you are. The fact that you're listening to this right now, that's learning. That's improvement.
Seriously, you're doing it right now. Give yourself some credit.
Write in the comments, what do you usually say to yourself about your English? Be honest. We're a safe space here.
Okay, last big idea. And this one is simple, but it's important.
What is it?
Don't wait. Start before you feel ready.
Say it again.
Start before you feel ready. Because you will never feel 100% ready. That feeling doesn't come first. It comes after you start.
And this is so counterintuitive. We think, I'll feel ready and then I'll start. But actually, you start and then you feel ready.
Confidence comes from doing, not from preparing to do.
And starting doesn't have to be big. It can be tiny.
It can be saying one sentence to yourself in the mirror in the morning. It can be writing one comment in English under a video. It can be saying hello to someone in English.
One small thing. That's enough to start.
And then tomorrow, one more small thing. And the day after, one more. Little by little.
And after a month of small things, you look back and you're different. You're better. And you didn't even notice it happening.
Because it happened little by little, quietly, every day.
That's how language learning actually works, not in big dramatic moments, in small, quiet ones.
If you're listening right now, I want you to think of one small thing you can do today. Just one. What is it?
Say it out loud, or write it down. Or, and this would make us really happy, write it in the comments.
Today I will finish that sentence in English, in the comments, right now.
Okay, let's bring everything together. What did we talk about today?
We talked about why people feel stuck, fear of mistakes, waiting to feel ready, thinking you need more words when really you need more action.
We talked about the big realization. Improvement is slow, but it's happening little by little, and using English is more powerful than learning about English.
We talked about simple daily habits. One morning sentence, describe what you see, repeat phrases out loud, think in English.
We talked about mindset. I'm learning instead of I'm bad, and how that small change can open so many doors.
And we talked about the most important thing. Start before you feel ready, because readiness comes after starting, not before.
You are not stuck. You just haven't started yet. Or maybe you started and you stopped. That's okay too. Start again. Today.
Here's our question for you this week. What is one small thing you will do today to practice English? One thing. Write it in the comments. We mean it. We want to read your answers.
And if this episode helped you, even a little bit, please hit like and subscribe. It helps us keep making these episodes, and it means a lot to us.
We'll be back with more real, simple, practical English because we believe in you, genuinely.
You're not bad at English. You're learning English. And today, you learned a little more.
Little by little.
Little by little. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.